What's good, family? What's good, family? Y'all know what time it is. Orlando Magic time. It's your boy Fred the Jig. Here to talk Orlando Magic with you. Let's get into it. Our first episode, we talked a little bit of the team overall in general. I wouldn't mind getting into individual players, and I'm sure soon, maybe later on the day, I'll be dropping some more Markel Fultz content and definitely Jonathan Isaac content. Kind of want to lean into the people I think are the two people on our team that's been there for a while that we've been waiting for to explode. Not that they haven't shown it, they just dealt with injuries. So Markel Fultz, J.I., those I'm going to drop content about them very soon. Right now, I kind of want to get into the whole switching of the lineups, rotation, who could start where, who could come off the bench, how would we all work together greatly, how far can we go this season, are we a surprise team this year, a dark horse for the playoffs? Yeah, let's get into this Magic content. So, to start off, we got a log jam at point guard, at shooting guard, at small forward, at power forward and center with our Magic team. We are, and I'm not talking about the Exhibit 10 contracts or the two-way contracts. I'm just talking about our regular roster. We have 16 people on our regular roster. That's not Exhibit 10 and not, two-way. Going to have to get rid of somebody. Everybody's saying Devin Kennedy is the person to get rid of. I actually think we need him as a fourth point guard, being the fact that when Fultz was out and we had Suggs and we had Cole Anthony and we had R.J. Hampton, we still lack that point guard. So I'm thinking that Devin Kennedy is going to be a pleasant surprise for this team this year. And I don't know what we're going to do to keep him on this roster, but I think we might have to try to find a way to keep him on this roster, being the fact that I believe we might need a fourth point guard on this team. So and his shooting ability is what can get him on the roster. You know what I mean? So real good shooting ability. And like I said, the Magic, we could use another point guard just to hold in the steed to later. I also want to talk about how we have a couple of young vets, and I like that, and I'm talking about Fultz and Isaac, and I'm calling them that based off the fact that the years in the NBA, and like the things that they went through, I guess the rough roads. Isaac been injured for 2 years. Fultz, injured when he first came into the league, dealing with that, finding out it really was, an injury, a problem, and then the ACL, So, these are going through these steps and going through these kind of pains, ups and downs, going through the valleys. Sometimes we've been at the hills when we've seen Jonathan Isaac, and it's all NBA form, all defensive NBA form. We've seen that. We've been seeing Fultz, but even before his ACL injury, when he played with Vooch and the rest of the team, we seen his ability to playmate, to be a team player. And it's one of the greatest things about Fultz and his And his greatness is he's a team player, all-around team player, a non-stop dribbler, meaning like he's not standing at the top of the key just bouncing the air out of the ball. He's moving with the ball. Folks can get anywhere on the court he wants to at any time. And this is going to be one of the reasons why him and Ben Carroll why they going to click so well. P5, P5. I really want to call him P Flight with the 5 in place of the F. P fight, like 5. You know what I mean? I really think he's going to be great. He had an excellent showing Saturday. If you got a chance to check him out, went out for a ton of points. You know what I mean? Let's get into Markelle Fultz. Okay, Markelle Fultz, the Fultz guy, right? This is one of my favorite players on the team. Like I say, he's fully healthy, first fully healthy NBA season coming up, and with his natural raw ability and his hunger to fight back, his cool demeanor, you don't see Markelle really rattled. Even when what he was going through, it don't show on his face when he rattled. This is signs of a leader, right? This is signs of a leader. And Markelle Fultz is a great leader, I believe, and he will be for our team. I definitely believe he's by far the best point guard on our team and has a chance to be one of the best point guards in Magic history, I believe the same way with Jonathan Isaac, that he is a silent leader. But then in the big moments, he take his stand where other people kneel. You know what I mean? Like Terrence Ross, he was kneeling, not saying he's wrong for kneeling, but I'm saying even though he kneeled, Jonathan Isaac don't just follow people just to follow people. He has his own logic about why he does what he does. And a person that can voice that logic and say it sensible and respectful, you gotta give them some credit. You know what I mean? And so that's a second leader on this team that I think are two young leaders under the 25 age range. You know what I mean? With Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz. Then adding Pablo. Pablo looks like a born leader. Pablo looks like a born leader. You know what I mean? With him, J.I., Markelle, man, I'm telling you, as a Magic fan, you should be very, very excited. You hear me? All my Magic fans, with Fultz, J.I., Paolo, we should be very, very excited. We're not leaving out Franz Wagner here. Don't trip. We are not leaving out Franz Wagner. I think he should have been Rookie of the Year. He fell short, and I believe it's only because he's in Orlando and we only had 22 wins. But that's okay. Franz being so versatile is what's going to allow our team to unlock. You know what I mean? Fultz, like I say, Fultz is a mid-range assassin. Paolo can get his shot at any time he want. Fultz can get anywhere he want. Jonathan Isaac can defend anybody we need him to. He can do whatever we need him to. He can hit the corner three. He still can drive and get to the basket. You know what I mean? He's been working on that three-point shot too. From our coaches said that Jonathan Isaac jump shot has really improved. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see that on the floor this year. I can't wait to see him off minutes restrictions. I can't wait to see us give him the 20 minutes and watch how impactful of a player he becomes, especially with his leadership ability and all-world defense. Fultz is an underrated defender. Nobody really talks about Fultz' defense, but nobody really says Fultz is lacking on defense either. You know what I mean? So he's a quiet, humble defender as well. Big body point guard. You know what I mean? We gotta respect Markelle Fultz, y'all. Like I said, I like Markelle Fultz as the as the engine of our first unit. I'm not saying Pablo isn't, but folks, as the point guard, he's going to get everybody where they need to be and make things easier on Paulo while Paulo continues to help him and make other things easier on everybody else. I think Jonathan Isaac is going to benefit a lot from folks around him, get him the easy buckets, and from the attention that Paulo is going to attract, because he's a Carmelo Anthony with super athleticism. He's a Carmelo Anthony with the ability to play defense. He's a Carmelo Anthony that's a couple of inches taller than Carmelo Anthony. You know what I mean? If you pay attention to Paulo puts the whole Seattle, Washington area on his back. And we want him to come to the Magic, as he is, and put us on your back, Paulo. Paulo, we need you. Put us on your back. We got you, folks. We got you, Isaac, your defender next to you to help. You know what I mean? We got you the point guard general you need. We got you the positionless Franz on the court with you. He can do whatever you want. He can cut. He can spot up for the three. He can defend. You know what I mean? He can defend. It's really nice. Wendell Carter, I wouldn't say positionless, but all around good. He can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid range. He can go inside. He can guard defenders. The only thing is we have to see how will Wendell Carter hold up for a full season. You know what I mean? Playing strictly at the center position. How will he hold up? Last year he had Mo Bamba next to him all year. Wendell Carter has pretty much a career year. And when folks got back, Wendell Carter numbers jumped. Actually, everybody's numbers jumped. Bamba numbers jumped up. 3-point shooting went higher. Wendell Carter got way more efficient. This is the type of thing that folks brings to our team. He gonna make Franz Wagner better. You know what I mean? He gonna just help get people in the spots they need to be killers, assassins. You know what I mean? For our Orlando Magic team. J.I., like I said, with his leadership ability, next to Paulo, and Paulo has a hunger inside of him that look like he had since birth. I'm going to be great, no matter what nobody say. My team is going to win, no matter what nobody think. I'm the leader. Paulo has that. It's reeking off him. It's like in his whole aura. If you pay attention to Paulo, it's in his whole aura. Not that he's selfishly great, but I'm great enough to lead men. He has that ability in him. And don't worry, Paulo got it. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to have to say a little bit. Don't worry, Paulo got it. Especially with our offense as the Orlando Magic being so slow to pick up last year. You know what I mean? In the half court game. We really needed a half court scorer, somebody we can get the ball in their hands and to initiate offense besides Markelle Fultz. Because when Fultz was out, we didn't have anybody else unless we put the ball in Franz's hands. You know what I mean? Wagner. But with the combination of Paulo, Fultz, Isaac, and that's whenever Isaac gets to the starting lineup. Wendell Carter, Franz, and we can, like I said, we can mix and match how we want to, who we want to put in as that 2 guard. Or if we want to move Franz down and put somebody else as a small forward defender or something like that. You know, we can choose how we want to do it. Anyway, this is Fred Ajid. And we are definitely talking about the Orlando Magic. We just talked about a little bit about Markelle Fultz. Fultz guy, I told you I like him as an all-star this year. We talked about J.I. recovering from injury, team leader. Same thing I say with Fultz. These are two young team leaders, and everybody's saying we don't have enough veterans. But I really believe from all the catastrophe that Fultz and J.I. went through, they have become leaders, you know what I mean, because of their maturity during injury and during difficult situations in life. They've become great leaders. Even Mo Bamba going through injury-riddled seasons early, no room to play, then dealing with the COVID, you know what I mean? Mo Bamba dealing with the COVID, it hit him hard, and it kept him out a lot longer than he wanted to. Him getting back in condition and shape, and then finally getting a chance to play. Sorry, y'all. Finally getting a chance to play. Mo Bamba took full advantage. And this year, even with Mo Bamba, if he doesn't start, and we know we like Wendell to start at power forward, at center, but they gonna still have this battle in training camp. And trust me, like I was trying to tell everybody, Mo Bamba is going to keep getting better because that was his first real chance to actually play so that he can grow. You know what I mean? Just like folks come back off the injuries. He ain't played a lot of his 5 years pretty much in the league. He hasn't had a chance to play a lot. He has not had a chance to play a lot. And he's going to get that full opportunity this year. Get that. I wish the best for Fultz, man. I wish the best for Isaac. I wish the best for our whole team. But Fultz and Isaac are key pieces. And if they turn out this year to show that they are cornerstone pieces that we have, we don't need to go and get nobody. We can just develop our players. Anybody who's too slow to develop for our team, we can ship out. Because we are going to have to get rid of some pieces. We got a lot of depth on the team. We have R.J. Hampton who is growing. Like he's about 6'6" now, R.J. Hampton. And actually fitting more into his skill set with his height will make his 3-and-D skill set stand out a lot more. You know what I mean? He's like we say, a hyper athletic player. Yet he needs to work on his control of handling the ball. You know, and work on him staying in the pace that suits him. You know what I mean? To help the team. Just because the floor is wide open, and you can, and there's room to speed up the game. If you can't handle and stay in control without turning over or making a good pass, you don't want to overspeed up yourself. You lead yourself right into a turnover, right into a steal, right into an offensive foul. And these are the type of things we want R.J. Hampton to avoid. And that's why I think he chose to come to and play in the Summer League this year. I don't think he had a great showing of it. He's definitely an off-the-ball player. If we pass him the ball, in the corner for a three, and the man closes out before he can get the shot off, what will he do? You know what I mean? Can he take 2 dribbles and pull up still? Can he take a couple dribbles and drive to the hole? Can he pump fake and dive to the hole? You know what I mean? Can he make that quick pass, cut to the hole, and get that pass back for an alley-oop or for a strong finish at the rim? That's what we need R.J. Hampton to work on, you know what I mean, to have a better spot on this team, get in a position to run, give us defensive stops. We need that from R.J. Hampton. We're going to need him to become a gritty player. So we're going to need to get him around Gary Harris. You know what I mean? Get him around Jalen Suggs and get him to, get down on that defense end and be gritty. We need him to be gritty. We need him to become an intimidator if he wants to find a place on this team. We are a defensive headed team. You know what I mean? We got a lot of two-way players, maybe 9 or 10 two-way players on our team, with Chum Okeke, with Jonathan Isaac, with Mo Bamba, with Franz Wagner, with Markel Fultz. You know what I mean? We have a lot of two-way ability. Wendell Carter, he's two-way. You know what I mean? We have a lot of two-way ability. Gary Harris, he's two-way. Terrence Ross, he's two-way. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people to help mentor, even though they're not super vets. They still have at least 4 to 5 years in this league to where they went through enough difficulty to help somebody who hasn't been through anything yet. We got, like I said, Chum Okeke. We just was talking about him. Chum Okeke came in from Arizona, injured, you know what I mean? Worked himself back, played a season. Then, he played last season, and they pretty much made him kind of into a spot-up shooter, a 3-and-D player. But I think Okeke has more of an all-around game, and I think he will greatly benefit from the extra playmaking on the team with Paolo and folks got healthy for, a full season. Excuse me. But yeah, this your boy Fred the Jig. Orlando Magic. OM. That's Orlando Magic. It's Duval. All right, check y'all later.